A presidential tweet on health care, a suggestion. Here it is. If Republican senators are unable to pass what they're working on now, they should immediately repeal and then replace at a later date. Senator Pat Toomey, Republican, Pennsylvania, joins us on the phone now. Mr. Senator, two other senators, Ben Sasse and Rand Paul, they're for this divided in two, split it up, act now and then act again later. And both of them are pushing for more White House involvement in the process. Do you think that this brings it forward, makes it more likely to happen?
The irony of this, Stuart, is this was the original plan. The original plan was to pass a clean, complete repeal bill that would go into effect at a date in the future, might be 24 months from now, might be 36 months from now, and give us the time to then do the replacement in a whole series of bills and regulatory changes. There were some in our Republican conference, some senators who refused to go along with that strategy, said we have to do it all at once, and that's why we've been wrapped around the axle ever since.
Are you for it? Are you for splitting it up?
I'm fine with that. I'd be fine with that. I don't think we've got the votes in the Senate to pass that, but I'd be okay with doing it that way.
You don't think there are votes in the Senate to do it this way? Repeal now, replace later. You don't think there are the votes there in the Republican Party in the Senate?
I don't think we'd get to 50 votes.
What would be the problem?
If that were on the floor.
Would the problem be that if you repeal it now, you'll leave people high and dry? Is that the problem?
Well, you wouldn't do that anyway. You'd have to delay. Look, it would be unreasonable to pull the rug out from under people who are, for instance, simply complying with existing law that outrageously, but nevertheless forces them to buy a product that they can't afford, gives them a subsidy for it, right? They're in the middle of this through no fault of their own. It would not be reasonable to punish those people. So what we would do is have the repeal go into effect at some date in the future and give us the time in the meantime to develop the alternative. Well, but I just don't think we've got 50 votes.
You don't think you got 50 votes for that? Repeal,
correct.
Pass the repeal bill. The actual repeal is sometime in the future, and the second part is sometime after that. You couldn't even get 50 votes for that?
I don't think we could, Stuart. That was the original plan, and we departed from the original plan because we didn't have 50 votes for it.
Okay, Senator, look, thank you very much.
So I'm okay with pursuing it, and maybe maybe the fact that we've gotten into this this dilemma would change people's minds about that approach, but I'm not sure that it would.
Okay. Senator, look, thanks very much for joining us this morning. It's a big deal, and we appreciate you being with us.
Hey, could I make one other point,
yes,
Stuart?
Sir.
There's some talk about not repealing the 3.8% tax on investment income on top of all the existing taxes on it. That'd be a really bad idea. That's part of ObamaCare. That's part of what's holding back our economy. We've promised this.
Okay, what a complex situation. But Senator Toomey, appreciate it. Thanks for being with us.